Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flix Show. My name is Chris Wong. I got a few DC updates for you today, but before we get into that, I have to thank my newest member of the Ping Pong Flix Show, a longtime viewer, and actually finally joined as a membership. Thank you so much to Hard Boil Entertainment, aka Eric Blake. Thank you so much for joining the Ping Pong Flix Show. Like I said, we're almost there to the 100 member mark where we will have a drawing for DC merchandise, including the subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing in. Like I said, the winner of the 15,000 subscriber random prize drawing will be this weekend. So let's find out who won that Golden Batman Funko Pop. I'm so excited to give that out. All right, now let's get on with the news. The first topic of the day is a DC show coming from to the CW this time around. Thunderbolt apparently has been cast in Stargirl Season 2. This is coming from Entertainment Weekly. Jim Gaffigan, the comedian Jim Gaffigan, he's actually a pretty funny comedian. I've been watching some of his YouTube videos. Has been cast on DC Stargirl as Thunderbolt for Season 2. The mystery of the pink pen will finally be revealed on DC Stargirl. EW has exclusively learned that comedian Jim Gaffigan has been cast for Season 2 of the CW's latest superhero series. He will voice the CGI character of Thunderbolt, a magical, electrical, fun-loving, wish-granting pink imp from the mysterious land of Bondnesia. Thunderbolt is extremely powerful, but according to the official character description, the wishes he grants often cause more trouble than the wish asker would ever expect. But despite his somewhat constant supernatural disasters, the Thunderbolt's heart is always in the right place, even if it is wounded up by the friends he has lost throughout his long existence. In the Stargirl comics upon which the series is based, Thunderbolt was trapped inside a pen for 10 years, and Stargirl viewers saw Courtney Breck Bassinger steal a pink pen from the Justice Society of America's costume stash early in Season 1. Pat, played by Luke Wilson, has repeatedly warned Courtney that the pen is a powerful, dangerous weapon not to be unleashed, but Gaffigan's casting means someone is going to click that pink pen in Season 2. Will the new JSA recruit someone to wield that pen intentionally, or will someone, cough, acted by Trey Romano, cough, click it by accident, freeing Thunderbolt into the world? So that is the latest on DC Stargirl. I haven't gotten to watch Season 1 yet, but it's shaping up to, I've heard a lot of people say it's really good, very comic booky, so I'm willing to give it a shot once I get through all the other CW shows. But that is pretty much 4 shows, DC shows. On to the movies. The first topic of the day for movies is the Batman. Robert Pattinson talks building his character for the Batman. Now, this is actually coming from Vanity Fair France, but is being reported by BatmanNews.com. It says right here, Pattinson recently sat down with Vanity Fair France to discuss the process of building his take on Batman. To start, the Batman, I'm using things at the moment that seem fragile compared to the importance of the project. Conversations I've had with close friends, embryos of dreams. This is the secret and sensitive part of the actor facing the heaviness of the project. He went on to add, on the Batman, on Tenet, a gigantic team of technicians surround you. And when you say, let's go, Robert, action, you have to forget this mass of people and play in front of your own thoughts, your own demons. Kind of like you have to imagine that they're not there and try to imagine you're in that experience. Now the translation is kind of iffy because it is translated to English, so bear with this article. Yes, I have an actor's excitement to face the tension in the set, the inordinate expectation of all these people, and to transform it into a dialogue between me and myself. And it's exciting and horrible feeling to be that little shit who risks planting all the heavy artillery, all the war infrastructure, because he wasn't able to go and get it. I think about that a few days before a shoot. And how does Pattinson build a character such as Batman? I looked first at the character and what I have to do with it. How I'm going to have to invent nuances in this show, making it more complex all the time. Batman is a role in which I have to learn how to play ambiguity better. It's out of the question to interpret a character of a single color. It's beautiful. People who seem to live in two states at the same time. And then imagine you love to cook, and after years, you succeed in obtaining the perfect dish, the healthiest, the most balanced, the tastiest, the most subtle. Would you honestly eat it at every meal? No. What would you secretly dream about? To make you a nice fat cheeseburger. So it's an interesting take on the character, definitely. And like I said, the translation's kind of iffy. But I think what he's trying to say that there's two sides of that Batman coin, right? You got the Bruce, you got the Batman, and you have to invent ways and complex ways. And essentially, he's trying to say not be like some other interpretation. At least that's what I'm interpreting from here. That's why you have to make something pretty balanced and things like that. So he's got his own take for the character, I'm guessing, and it seems like it in the trailer, and maybe we'll find a little bit more as we get more trailers and actually, undoubtedly the movie that's going to come out. Although the Batman is scheduled to hit theaters on March 4th of 2022, quite a bit ways away, so we'll have a lot more to talk about the Batman as we get closer and closer to that date. Now, another movie that is being worked on or going to be worked on is Shazam! Fury of the Gods. This is coming from comicbook.com. Shazam's Mark Strong reveals he knows very little about what's happening in Fury of the Gods. This is what he had to say. I had such a great time on the first one, and it turned out to be such a success. I'm just waiting to hear. Strong told Collider, I think the script is in development and they're trying to get ready to do it. Obviously, it's been interrupted by this pandemic, so things are on hold until such time as it can be filmed safely. At the moment, it's all under wraps. I honestly know very little bit about it. It's not that I don't want to tell you anything about it. It's just that I don't actually know very much about it. They're really keeping it tight, really close. David Sandberg, in any case, keeping it close to his chest, but they are trying to get it to be right into production. They're trying to get the writing done. It's still in development. The script is still in development. That's the update that I got from this article. And it's now going to be a summer 2023 film, right? And like David Sandberg says, Warner Brothers was like, can't you just use fake beards on the kids? And I was like, if Tom Cruise is going to space for real, then we can wait for the kids to grow real beards. It's an important plot point. Jokingly saying that, they can't really wait that long. I mean, they can, but it's kind of frustrating that they have to get to a certain point that they have to start shooting. And that doesn't mean they can't. They can definitely go into production early and release the film later. So the frustration is always there. But Shazam 3 is going to be really pushed back. They're going to have to change that altogether because of the kids growing, up as they should be and uncontrollably. And it's going to be very difficult to manage that story from what they've probably had before to what they eventually will have to film. So hopefully Shazam! Fury of the Gods gets worked on really quickly. And if they have a lot of faith in it, might as well just get to working on Shazam 3 already, because these movies are being pushed back. Another movie, if within the Shazam verse, if you will, is Black Adam. And there is an update today for Black Adam. This is coming from Grace Randolph. Amidst all the election stuff, she actually got some nuggets for today. Black Adam is fully cast. Final rules will be announced after election is settled. Plans to start filming in January, which is exciting. I think it should definitely start filming already. It's been so long. It's been years since Dwayne Johnson was, cast as Black Adam. We need this movie already. I can't wait. Now, there's a lot of roles that casting that hasn't been fully, announced yet, like Dr. Fate, Cyclone. Who else is there? I don't know. Henry Cavill, are you in the movie? Please tell me yes. I would totally love that. But what the big story is here is that we're going to have to wait until the election is settled. And, that could take a while because of the counts and recounts this week, and even maybe into next week. It could be weeks until we finally get the actual full cast announcement. And so hopefully it doesn't take that long, and we'll finally learn more about Black Adam. I'm really excited about that. Now, another movie that was supposed to come out next month. There is no movies out there, okay? There's nothing coming out. And Wonder Woman 1984 was supposed to be the one that was going to break that and actually come out next month. An actual DC film that it's over a year since this has been done already, right? But apparently Wonder Woman 1984 may move release date again. I'm not kidding you. This is getting very ridiculous. But Grace Randolph again has a new update for that. She says, hearing Wonder Woman 1984 is moving to June 2021. Should be announced June 2021. June 2021. He said, I'm going to talk about this a little bit. It's crazy because it's like, okay, we want to save the movie industry, but we can't save the theater industry if we don't put movies out into theaters. They're not going to make the big bucks without these blockbuster films, without any films. Yes, there's some movies coming out, but there's nothing like a blockbuster film. Yes, I get it. It's dangerous. It's there's COVID right now and pandemic, but I think if with certain restrictions, it's possible. It's very frustrating. At the same time, I get it, and I don't have the answer. But it looks like Wonder Woman 1984 is going to delay once again to June 2021. I've had people say that they're not even interested anymore. They're not even hyped anymore. Just put it out on digital. Maybe that should be the case. But again, this is just what she's hearing. What could be announced soon could be totally different altogether. I don't know what that is. But sometimes it almost feels like they really are trying to get rid of the exhibitors here. They're really trying to get rid of theaters themselves. I don't know. But it is kind of concerning altogether. But Wonder Woman 1984 looking to maybe delayed once again. So I don't know. What are your thoughts on this? I've got it's almost like a tiring story to tell over and over about Wonder Woman 1984 dates, release, and stuff like that. A lot of people are kind of just like, I want to just see it right now. Me too. And let's just move forward with the other movies. Stop pushing everything back. But let me know, what do you want to see? What do you say about Wonder Woman 1984 being released? Do you think they should just release it in theaters, digital, half? What do you think? Let me know that in the comments below as this story continues to develop, and hopefully that announcement comes real soon. Oh my God. But at this point, at this rate, we're going to get Zack Snyder's Justice League before Wonder Woman 1984. How crazy is that? Zack Snyder's Justice League could essentially come out before Wonder Woman 1984. And I want to share with you this awesome image here. It's a fan art, of course, but it does kind of give you an idea of what could possibly be the nightmare vision, nightmare future with nightmare Batman, Flash, Cyborg, Joker, even Deathstroke, of course. And you even see, this person here, LK, I don't know what the name is here, but this artist right here did an incredible job. They even have Martian Manhunter in the background. This will be an incredible nightmare future. What a team. What a weird team, but what a team indeed if this were to happen in the nightmare future. Zack Snyder's Justice League. We're about to see Zack Snyder's Justice League before Wonder Woman 1984 at this point. How crazy is that? It's over a year since Wonder Woman 1984 is supposed to have come out, and we're not going to even, we're going to watch it after Zack Snyder's Justice League. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? But because we're on topic of Zack Snyder's Justice League, I'm sure you guys have, if you're on Twitter, maybe on some other social media, you may have seen this going around. What it is a little GIF, and a lot of people saying hashtag Us United November 17th. I'm going to pull up the one from Delta Fran because an incredible GIF that Delta made here, or Fran made here. On November 17th, we unite, and hashtag Us United on November 17th. So you've seen people doing that, especially people who are much closer to Zack Snyder are doing that. You definitely see that going out. November 17th, what's the importance of that date? Well, that's when Justice League came out. The original not the original Justice League, but the theatrical Justice League came out November 17th. At the same breath, around that date, that week, was the trending event for hashtag Release the Snyder Cut last year, in which fans all around the world united as one, including with the cast and crew of Justice League, with Ben Affleck and Gal saying hashtag Release the Snyder Cut. Big Jason Momoa released the Snyder Cut. Ray Fisher, Zack Snyder even retweeted, released the Snyder Cut as well. That's when we, as a fandom and the Release the Snyder Cut movement, came together and united, put aside differences, and united as one to say, release the Snyder Cut. And that's when HBO Max or Warner Media finally kind of, in a way, listened, right, and started the ball rolling, so that we have got the cut announced, in May 20th. So that was a great time. That was an immense, emotional. I mean, that day I just tweeted, retweeted, and retweeted all day long. I even had scheduled tweets that went up automatically. That whole week was incredible, and I think this is Us United, a reminder of that, to say, hey, remember what we did? Remember what the Snyder Cut fandom had done on November 7th, that week of November 17th? Us United. So let's focus on that and get ready to celebrate for Zack Snyder's Justice League coming out in 2021. And that's all I can say about November 17th, hashtag Us United. I don't know if anything's going to happen that day or not, but I know this is the purpose of that hashtag, to come together and celebrate the Snyder Cut, release the Snyder Cut, and ultimately push a little bit of that marketing for Zack Snyder's Justice League. So hopefully you join me on that day. I'm probably going to hashtag that out once, little things here and there, and it'll be great to celebrate with you guys. Put aside all your differences, celebrate the Snyder Cut, the movement, and everything that has transpired from then, the positive stuff transpired from then till now, in terms of getting the Zack Snyder's Justice League coming out in 2021. All right, now let's get on with my newest segment, pretty much called Ping Pong Flix Members Questions. I got a few here that I would like to share with you and read with you as well. The first one's coming. Let's zoom in a little bit. The first one comes from Brent T. Wilson. Hey, Chris, I enjoyed the video again today. I agree it would be great to have Ralph back in the blue. He was and looked great in Crisis. I have a soft spot for Superman Returns too. After all, it was a continuation of sorts for Donner Superman 1 and 2. And I was young when it came out, so it has a sort of nostalgia for me too. Do you think Ralph's return to the small or big screen would impact Cavill's turn as Supes? I'm still holding out for a Nick Cage Superman. Me too, brother. It was Burton Supes in Superman Lives after all. What are your thoughts on this? Okay, so for the first part, I don't think Ralph's return to small or big screen would impact Cavill's turn as Supes at all. And I don't think it's going to be a big screen. I think if it's going to be the big screen, it will be the Flash movie, like I talked about yesterday. If that's the case, that's awesome. It just goes to show that there's a multiverse, that there's multiple Supermans. And when there's multiple Supermans, with that understanding that there's multiple Supermans, then the audience would already have the idea in their head that, okay, well, there's a Henry Cavill Superman, there's Brandon Routh Superman. There's even Nick Cage Superman that shows up. There's Dean Cain Superman. They all exist. They're all Superman, and it's fine. It's okay. Tyler Hoechlin, it's okay. It will actually help to give that idea off. Spread the knowledge of the multiverse off so that people understand it and accept that possibility, that accept that reality that that different people can play Superman, and it's not one rebooting the other, not one taking over a mantle. They all have the mantle, and they can all show up at any time, and that would not impact Cavill Superman at all, because people are going to be watching HBO Max Cavill Superman in Zack Snyder's Justice League and potential sequels. And at the same breath, they know that the Kingdom Come Supermans, if someone said, I don't like the Cavill Superman, I love the Ralph Superman, you got Ralph Superman right there. You can go ahead and check that out. I don't like Ralph Superman, I want to check out Cavill Superman. Well, you can do that too. You can disregard Ralph Superman and you can go and watch Henry Cavill Superman. Ralph does not cancel out Cavill. Cavill does cancel out Ralph. If they both have series, you can go ahead and pick and choose what you want to. And that's what the Jim Lee wants you to do. That experience of getting your cake and eat it too, or choosing the cake that you want to eat. This is a buffet, DC's buffet, and you can choose whatever you want to. So that's great. I'm holding out for Nick Cage Superman 2. I gotta be honest. I'm through the 90s when those magazines came out and you actually get to see Nick Cage Superman when they announced it. I was a fan of Nick Cage back then. I'm still kind of am now, but he was really a strong action superstar back then when he came out as in The Rock and the movie The Rock with Sean Connery, Face Off even, and Con Air, big superstar. So I was really excited to see him, and knowing that there was going to be another Superman coming out after Christopher Reeve. So I was really excited for that. So definitely I'm looking out for that. I saw the Death and that documentary that came out that John Schnepp made, and it was an excellent documentary. I totally want to see that weird science fiction route that Tim Burton had in mind for Nick Cage Superman. So if that could happen to just a small cameo, I think that would be really, really cool. I'm going to heart that. Okay, Hard Boy Entertainment, our newest member, Eric Blake, has a question for me. Hey, Chris, can't believe I waited this long. Here we go. Well, thank you for joining. Johnny Depp as Eobard Thawne, aka also known as Professor Zoom, alias is Reverse Flash, is a fun idea, and I'd be for it. Just think it's fairly a given we wouldn't see Mara in the film if he's in it. Anyway, my first choice would be Matthew McConaughey, see Dark Tower, and Matthew Good, aka Ozymandias. Imagine him giving the Flashpoint and I'm the bad guy speech. Hey, I would totally love, like I said in the video, I pretty much showed you that it's probably not going to happen or a fake. But if it did happen and Johnny Depp became Reverse Flash, I wouldn't hate it. I think he's a pretty good character actor, and he would be able to change his roles in that, adapt to certain roles like that. Matthew McConaughey was my fan cast. Like I said, Matthew McConaughey or Michael Fassbender, my fan cast for Reverse Flash. I like that. Matthew Good. I don't know, has he done anything lately? And if he does, I could totally see him being that smart professor and actually taking on that role as Eobard Thawne. I would totally love to see that. So that's a really good choice. I like that, Eric. Lego Dinosaur. The Flash movie already has so much going on with cameos. I can't see them also throwing Eobard. We need to save something for Flash too. That's true, but it is like the multiverse idea. So if anything, the cameos would be smaller roles, and so you would focus on the main action, right? You probably focus on Flash, and if he has that villain, Reverse Flash, and maybe even just Michael Keaton. I think there's gonna be a lot of people, and in every movie there's a lot of people. If you think, since we're talking about Johnny Depp, Pirates of the Caribbean, there's a ton of pirates in there. There's so many in there. So you're like, well, should we focus on each character? No, definitely not. We're going to focus on the main characters. We're going to focus on, Captain Sparrow, and I forgot the other, Elizabeth Turner or whatever. And, I don't remember the movie, but essentially the other guy, there's like 3 or 4 of them. You focus on those and you pepper them in with all these actors to kind of be part of the story. Every movie has many characters. But as long as the story focuses on 3 or 4, then it should be fine. I don't see any problem with that. Also, the multiverse idea, I think it will be a great, for the comic book fans to see all these different superheroes and to make it really cool. So I don't think there's any problem with that whatsoever. I'm going to heart that anyway. Mike G, how come no one's talking about Dean Cain coming back to play Superman? Well, I don't know. Is there a chance for him? So the reason why I talked about Brandon Routh coming back to Superman is because there were rumors that he was. I didn't hear anything about Dean Cain coming back to play Superman. There was no rumors about that. I don't know what's going on with him at all. He has gone a little bit on the political side, but if there are any updates or rumors or anything like that, any talk about Dean Cain actually wanting to come back or even talks to come back as Superman, I definitely talk about it. I would definitely talk about it. It's not like I'm avoiding anything. I just haven't seen anything. Only seen Brandon Routh, if anything, along with Henry Cavill, even Nick Cage as well. And last, looks like this is going to be the last topic. I'm going to heart this real quick. But it looks like someone did notice that I was running out of battery. Bowl of Indomie. Yes, I was running out of battery. If you go back and watch that video of Brandon Routh, this one right here, you'll see that in the top right corner, a flashing battery light. I was definitely running out of battery. I didn't even notice that until I started editing the video, and I was like, oh my God, I wonder if anybody's going to notice that. And Bowl of Indomie, thank you so much for pointing that out. That's a little bit of hiccup, but yeah, I definitely laughed when I saw that. So thank you so much for your comment about that. All right, that is it. That's all the questions and comments. I want to thank you so much for doing that. Like I said, once you're a member, you can go ahead and plug your comments or question in this video, and in the next video, I will pull it out on air to answer those questions and comments. So, but thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if you absolutely love this daily dose of DC content in movies, shows, and video games, please click that like button, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, keep this hot dog light on, grab a t-shirt down in Teespring down below, and I'll see you next time.